speed at which you wanted it and the reliability you wanted it increased. So that led to the development of copper coaxial cables, VHF and VHF radios, satellite, but demand kept outstripping the supply. And eventually it was found that as compared to 50,000 voice and data circuits on a very heavy piece of copper cable, a thin strand of fiber can carry up to 500,000 circuits. So when the data transmission is needed at that rate, practically fiber optic was the best and the only solution was left, as it had the reliability of communication, speed, as well as very large amount of data could be transferred and the multiple channels of data could be transmitted. See, retrofitting considerations. Now if you put fiber optic on an existing transmission line, we have to, generally most widely considered options are OPGW and ADSS. OPGW is a combination of fiber optic and ground wire, and ADSS is self-supporting all dielectric fiber optic cable. Whereas fiber optic cable does not need any external support for getting strung on the towers. At the same time, it does not have any metallic support, it is fully dielectric. That is why called all dielectric, or some people also call it metal-free fiber optic cable. And it is capable of aerial application because it can withstand tensile load and you can string it under tension. Now, which is the option more suitable? OPGW has much higher durability than ADSS. So if you have very large residual life left on an existing transmission line, then probably in most cases OPGW would be a very good option because it has got longer life. Supposing you have got very little life, residual life left, then OPGW is far more expensive proposition than ADSS. So ADSS could be used as an option where very little residual life is left on a transmission line. When we design OPGW, we have to keep in mind the existing parameters of earth wire, its capacity to withstand short circuit and its resistance level and the tension at which it is strung on the existing lines. So we have to use the right combination of aluminum clad wire and aluminum alloy wire on an OPGW to match the existing performance parameters of galvanized earth wire, which is most commonly used. See, if you have a higher component of aluminum alloy wire on the OPGW, that would mean that it will have lower resistance. But if you have a higher component of aluminum clad wire on the system, it will have higher short circuit withstandability. So a designer has to find the right balance to ensure that short circuit withstandability and the resistance level of the earth wire is matched by the OPGW.